harder to train medical residents?
Residents have graduated from medical school and are now working full-time in the hospital to learn their specialties.
Things like internal medicine or infectious diseases?
Right.
So why is it so hard to train them?
Because of something called the work hour rules. The first set passed in 2003 and the second in 2011. They limit how long residents can work.
Now, most doctors tell you that's a good thing for patient care, but it makes it harder for the more experienced docs to teach younger ones because they just aren't around each other as long.
But a group of UAB doctors has a solution: games.
It doesn't look like that, although that would be pretty cool.
It actually looks like this.
We provide residents with 2 questions every day, and the 2 questions are written by people that are just wonderful educators in the Department of Medicine.
They're short little scenarios like this.
A 35-year-old woman comes to clinic saying she has had migraines for years. She wonders if there is anything she can take for prevention. She has 4 to 6 attacks per month, no association with her periods. She is otherwise healthy. Which of the following is the most appropriate medication to give daily for prophylaxis?
Except they don't hear that music or see that video.
The resident's job is to quickly sort through the clues to find the answer.
It's not really medical school kind of knowledge, it's more clinical stuff you learn while working.
We want questions that you can do in a minute. We want questions that you get on an elevator, you bring up a question, you look at that short 4 or 5 sentence question, you answer it. Here's a concise summary of this is what you absolutely need to know to do a better job regarding this topic. And by the time you get off the elevator on the 9th floor, you're there. You've already learned a nice piece of information that will help you do immediate good.
So what is the answer?
Don't you know? It's verapamil.
They might be easy. 90% of the people might get it right. That's okay. 10% didn't get it right. And that means that 10% has an opportunity to learn something that we consider very basic.
I think these are all very driven young men and women who really want to do better, who really want to provide the best care they possibly can. And they're in that residency to just soak up knowledge and become the best version of a physician that each one of them can achieve. And by providing this supplement to their education, I think it really just, you know, gives them another way to get better. And they seem to respond to it very well.
And I think Kaizen is kind of filling that gap between textbook knowledge and something we've learned on rounds.
It's a great way to supplement what we see in the hospital as well as kind of fill in the gaps and things that we miss.
So I always think that one of the most important things we can learn in our medical training is that whatever you know now, you don't know nearly enough, and you have to keep at it.
It's just very hard when you're an intern to go home and try to pick up some new topic to read when you have to get up so early in the morning. So Kaizen I thought was really good in that sense, because even when I was like in the ICU month, I was still doing questions at home, and I felt like it was something fun.
It became very obvious that this was a very interesting idea that could be put to good use.
They're not just playing against themselves, they're also competing against dozens of other residents here at UAB and at the School of Medicine's campus in Huntsville.
The residents compete both individually and in teams answering questions.
It makes it a little competitive edge to learning. It's been fun.
Dawn adjusted our leaderboard so that wherever you show up, you see the people that are right ahead of you and the people that are right behind you, sort of so you figure out who's really nipping at your heels and you really get your questions done.
Some people take it very seriously, and some of the trainees email you at 12:30 a.m. saying, hey, I think this answer is wrong. And many times they are correct. Many times we go back and look and we revise the answer.
The model is expanding now around the country and possibly around the world.
We have collaborators in Peru, and we're trying to work with them to see if we can expand this to their students.
We want to include other institutions in the same game as UAB students.
We're going to try to create a competition between our institutions and our medical students. And I think that's going to be really exciting. I think our medical students will eat it up.
All right, so ask me another one.